Yo, 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 let's get to business. I'm out here today with a special person, man, a comedian, somebody that can make you laugh, bring joy to your life, put a smile on your face, even make your day brighter with some of those jokes. Um, I watch him grow and develop as a person. It was beautiful to do that, man. I know he represents the culture in a brilliant way. I love that about him, and he's just a genuine good person. And he gonna make you laugh, man. You know what I mean? He gonna do what he do when he get on that stage. He goes around town. He goes everywhere and does shows. People know about him. And it's Charles Moore, man. Let's get
What's
to
up, man?
business. What's going on with you, man?
Thanks for having me, man.
You
Appreciate
know,
you having me.
man, you already know, man. Hey, we made it work, man. I got him up here, and
Oh,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm really excited about it,
We
man.
go way back, man.
Yeah, he's an incredible person. Look, he already got me. He already got me laughing at nothing. You know what I mean? So, you know, get the business with this first one. When did you first get into comedy?
Well,
And more so, what made you want to get into comedy?
well, I knew I wanted to be a comedian when I was maybe 13, 14. So,
When you was young, you already
yeah,
knew?
I knew I wanted to do that as a comedian, but we was kids. Like, I always been real quiet, real shy.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Cause
Yeah.
I seen that. Yeah, you was more of a shy
Yeah, I was
person.
real quiet, real shy, huge introvert. So I knew it was gonna be a while before I get on stage. So,
Hmm.
like I said, I knew I wanted to do it at 13, but
Right.
I didn't get on stage till I was 27.
Word.
Yeah,
So something you knew you wanted to do,
yeah.
but you had to break the ice a little bit.
Oh,
first
absolutely.
to get rolling.
So
You
it's
know,
good right over here.
I was like that too. First, when I basically done anything.
Let you get comfortable.
Nice though. So, moving forward with this, that's interesting because I feel like I was a shy kid too at first. To be honest with you, but so what does laughter mean to you? And not like the definition, like the book definition, but what does laughter mean to you in your own words?
It's,
Or
it's a
comedy?
good time. Like
Yeah.
it could do so much for somebody. Like you don't know what that person's going through with your show. They could have been having a bad day. That laugh
Mm-hmm.
could just ease what they was going through that day. So it could be healing for somebody. It
Right.
could just be a regular good time for somebody.
Right. It's powerful, man.
Yeah.
You could do a lot. Like you said, you never know what they're going through. You hit them with the right words and make them laugh.
Oh yeah.
I know I can relate to that. You know what I mean? Cause when we young, laughter comes from crazy places. Like people falling down the steps,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
laughing on the school bus, laughing at somebody's shoes. Or, we're not supposed to do that, but so moving forward. So I noticed you stay active, man. You doing shows, you doing things of this nature. You getting on stage and you giving the people a good time. What makes you keep going and so consistent with it?
I mean, just knowing that's what I wanted to do at a young age, and then finally actually doing it,
Mm-hmm.
and falling in love with that craft, and I got to keep doing it and see where that takes me.
So it's the craft part.
Yeah. I mean, it's an
Mhm.
art form. You got to work on it.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of one of the questions I got with the craft is which one you enjoy more, the business part or the craft side of
I'll be honest, I'm not really that good at the business part of it yet. It's still a work in progress.
it.
But the crafts, I love to write jokes too. Like
Word. You like the writing part of it too.
like I said, I want to be a comedian at 13. So
Mm-hmm.
even though I couldn't have the nerve to get on stage yet, I'm still writing jokes
Mm-hmm.
and telling jokes to my friends and stuff. So
So you was disciplined enough to just stick to it.
yeah, so I've been
Mm-hmm.
my writing's way more advanced than my stage presence, but
Mhm.
it's a work in progress. But
Mm-hmm. It's process to everything. You know what I mean?
20 plus years of writing.
Mm-hmm. I enjoy writing too, man. I'm sure if you could do that, you could probably write in different forms and do different things. Writing's powerful, man. I enjoyed writing when I was young too. So, I gotta kick it off with one of my questions, man. With one of my, which one you picking? You ain't gotta give me a specific reason why you picked this person or this show or sitcom or whatever, but just give it to me. You know what I
Alright.
mean? So, let's get to business. So, I gotta know, Kevin Hart or Cat Williams? petty question right off the bat.
I mean, I want to go with Cat Williams.
Run with Cat?
I do want to go with Cat, but
Okay.
remember a couple years
Well,
ago when he was at the Yum Center?
Yeah.
So I was at that show.
You was there?
And he didn't perform it.
What? Oh, yo, he pulled one of those?
I think they was playing with his money, so he didn't
Oh,
perform.
man. Oh, the money wasn't right. Oh, man. Shout out to Cat, though, man. That's crazy.
They had like so many opening acts. I'm like, what? Why
So the check went right?
I don't know.
Nah, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
The last
I hate when stuff like that happens.
It got bad. Like
Oh, man. Disappointing fans.
the last comic that was supposed to be before him was Mark Curry, Mr. Cooper.
Man. Oh, word. Okay. Yeah.
They was mad about it. They booed Mr.
Oh,
Cooper.
man. That's
They
crazy.
booed Mr. Cooper.
And see, Mr. Cooper's kind of classic, too.
Yeah,
You
he
know what I
got-
mean?
Yeah, a show for years.
He's an old school, yeah. Wow.
They booed
Dang.
Mr. Cooper. It was terrible.
Booed the big dog. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Oh man.
So you gonna roll with Kevin for that reason?
But also, at the Yum Center, I saw Kevin Hart.
How'd you feel about it?
Like, I wasn't planning on
In-
going to the show, but like
In
somebody
your
said,
own words.
somebody said, "Hey, you want to go see Kevin Hart at the Yum Center? It's only $20." Like, what? $20 at the Yum Center?
20 bones?
$20 to see Kevin Hart. It's like, all right, yeah, I'll do that.
Whoa, things is changing. I've been seeing some decline in some ticket sales in that area.
You've been in the Yum Center, right?
Yeah,
So you know when you're in the Yum Center and you
Mhm.
look up, you see them seats at the very top. You're like, how you get up there?
yeah.
You get there by buying a
Nosebleeds.
$20 Kevin Hart ticket.
Yo, shout out to the Yum Center and them nosebleed seats, man.
Like-
all them Louisville fans, they be like, "I'm at the Cardinal game," and they looking,
Like,
they looking down, they
I
look
was
like an
like-
ant.
When I was at my seat, I could like touch the back wall of the Yum Center. That's, like,
The people look like ants down there.
ain't no safety rails or nothing up there. It's just like concrete slabs, like old bleacher seats.
That's wild, man. For 20 bones, that's what it's gonna get you,
Yeah,
though.
you get a ticket inside. That's it.
So that's interesting, man. So yo, moving forward. So I noticed you was with Kev on stage, that guy, and you was collaborating with him in a special way on stage at the show. Could you break down a little bit with that?
Oh yeah. So I've been a fan of his for a long time. So I was watching his videos like a decade ago. So
Mm-hmm.
a couple years ago, he started following me on social media. So
Mhm.
seeing my clips and
Word.
yeah. So you never know who's watching yourself when you put it out there.
You
so,
don't. You never know,
Yeah, you
man.
never know who's watching. So he started watching my videos, and one day he hit me up to
Mm-hmm.
do a show out in California.
That's hard.
Yeah, flew out there and did that. Had an amazing time.
So he hit you with an opportunity.
Yeah.
That's nice, man.
Oh yeah.
Funny guy too.
Oh yeah. It's hilarious.
That's hard, man. And you never forget those experiences, you know what I mean? When you meet people that inspire you and people to give you opportunities, man, you develop those relationships and it just goes on from there. You know what I mean? So, what stands out to you the most as far as doing shows? As far as every show that you've done so far? Because I know you the show maniac, you know what I mean? And you've been eating it up.
There's one show that stands out the most.
Yeah, you got a show that stands out a lot to you that you've done. It could be local, it could be on the road, it could be anything.
I mean, it's got to be that show I did, the Keep Your Distance show, kept on stage down in LA. I mean,
The LA joint.
oh yeah, I mean, I'm in LA with people I've been watching for years.
Mm-hmm.
Got people that's been on like Comic View and stuff like that.
Comic View. Word.
Yeah, Rodney Perry's on the
Man, I
show.
miss Comic View, man.
Yeah.
That's so hard,
That's
bro.
Comic View's one of the reasons I wanted to do stand up, like staying up to watch Comic View when I was a kid. But,
Yeah, we from that era,
Yeah.
man. That was love, man. Would it come on at what time did it come on? I forget.
It's come on, either 9
Was
or
it
10.
8? Yeah, 9. It was late, kinda.
Yeah, it was like, I think it might have been 10 o'clock.
Man, you right, fam. I couldn't wait till that came
Stay
on.
up to watch Comic View and laugh.
Comic View on BET.
Coming at you 6 nights a week.
Man, that was a monster, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because the good thing I like about Comic View, it was almost like the underground mixtapes of comedy. You know what I mean? Because like all these comedians was coming up, and I never knew who they was at first. They pop up on Comic View and they be hilarious. I'm like, and it just put you on somebody new all the time.
Yeah, those are the big names now.
Yeah, and now they done popping down. You
Yeah.
know, so That's hard, man. So moving forward, I got another comparison joint. You know who Ricky Smiley is,
Of course.
and Charlie Murphy. So who you got, Ricky Smiley or Charlie Murphy?
I mean, I'm gonna go with Ricky Smiley, even though he took one of my jokes.
Word?
Yeah.
Hey, the industry be watching, bro. I learned that doing music and clothes and stuff. The industry be watching. I feel you though.
I posted this joke
So
on
he
Twitter.
took one
yeah.
of your joints?
Yeah, I posted this joke on Twitter a couple years ago. Little throwaway joke. It blew up, became a meme basically.
Uh huh.
So
And Ricky got you?
yeah, he was
He's from Georgia, ain't he?
Alabama.
Mississippi, Alabama?
Yeah.
Okay, I knew it was the South.
Yeah, he got a hold of it. He used the joke on TV a few times.
Word?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it is what it is. Yeah.
That's crazy. It is what it is. But hey, you heard it first, man. Hey, people watching you, man. You know what I mean? Especially when you're a brilliant idealist and you got creativity. You always coming up with something. They watching, so just be careful a little bit. You know what I mean? But
It happens.
sometimes we can't help it. You know what I mean? They're gonna be. I see it too. I see people do stuff that I'm like, but I got so used to seeing it. I'm just like, I guess it's just part of the game. You know what I mean? Unless it's a copyright situation. I got them copyrights, all right.
If it's copyright, you can talk to the attorney on that.
Facts. We got all that in hand. We got all that under control here, man. We organize artists. So that's nice. Moving forward though, this is off subject, but I gotta know it. Do you prefer home cooked meals or restaurants?
I mean, it's always gonna be a home cooked meal.
Facts.
Yeah.
I figured you said
I mean,
that. Coming from the
yeah.
cloth you from, I
I mean, I
figured.
love Taco Bell, but yeah, don't compare to Granny, but still.
Right, facts. You think you want some Taco Bell till you eat that? Yeah, grandma cooking. Okay, so hard. Biggest inspirations in life, or in comedy, or anything. But who's somebody that just inspires you in a big way, or somebody that you watched, or
I mean, a few comics I watched growing up, and like,
It could be anybody. It could be locally. It could be on the big stage. It could be.
I mean, the earliest comedians I saw was like Sinbad. You see Sinbad on TV.
Yeah, Sinbad was
Yeah, he was everywhere when we was kids.
He was going hard at that time.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. One of my favorite joints of his is Jingle All the Way.
Oh yeah, Ty Turtle Man.
Yeah. Turbo. Yo, he was a fool in that, bro. I know like every word of that movie, bro. Yo, that's crazy. Sinbad. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
hard one.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody else?
I mean, there was another comic I used to watch when I was a kid growing up, but you can't really talk about him no more.
Oh, is he irrelevant like that?
I mean,
Is there any specific reason behind that?
Bill Cosby.
Word. I got
I mean, I used to watch his stand up when I was a kid, but like now, you're like, I don't want to watch that. I'm good. I'm gonna find something else to watch.
Oh, Bill, bro.
They used to show his special Bill Cosby himself all the time when I was a kid. Yeah,
You know what's crazy to me about Bill, man, is like you used to see him in such a happy state. You know what I mean? Like
You never know who's a monster. That's
TV. Yeah. But the man behind the mystique, you know what I mean? And now we see him so stressed out. You know what I mean?
he was taking a toll on him. That eye loose. You see his eye?
Yeah,
that eye gonna
that
fall
eye
out.
crazy,
That
yeah.
that eye's loose as hell.
Bill is stressed, bro.
Yeah, it's catching up to him. That's 60 assaults.
Word. So, moving forward with this one, another comparison joint.
Alright.
You know who Wanda Sykes is?
Of course.
Okay, I got Wanda Sykes and I got Justina Valentine from Wild 'N Out. That's how to pronounce her name. I'm not sure, but
I'll be honest, I ain't really been watching Wild 'N Out like that.
it's been a minute for that. Yeah.
I don't know Justine like that. But with Wanda Sykes, I was watching her when I was a kid. I mean,
You rolling with Wanda?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
she was on one of my favorite movies when I was a kid, Pootie Tang.
Wanda go hard, yeah. Wanda's hard. I feel like Wanda, I probably would roll with Wanda too. Nothing against Justina. She's more of like a new age style. But Wanda, yeah, she has a lot of personality that you can't
She's
match.
still killing it. She got a new special. Have you seen that?
No, I ain't see it, so she's
yeah.
still getting the check.
I want to say it's on Netflix.
That's hard.
Oh yeah, check it out. It's real good.
Okay, I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, watched that a
So
few weeks ago.
So Wanda, word. Moving forward, so I gotta ask you this, since you just being such a creative person and you just staying busy and doing your thing all the time. What do you enjoy the most about your gift of making people laugh?
My favorite thing about it really,
Mm-hmm.
thing it shows really is like not just hearing them laugh, like hearing the comedians in the back laugh because it's hard to make the comics laugh.
That's a good point.
It's hard to make us laugh. Like, it's a bunch of people like, yeah, that's funny. That's how we like.
Huh. That's an interesting answer.
We
Like,
are funny professionally. Take more.
Word. That's hard. Okay, that's a good question. That's a good answer. I didn't expect that, but that's nice.
So I try to. If I hear the comics in the back laugh, I'm like, okay.
So you feel like it's official once they they laughing.
You hear that laugh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because if it wasn't, they'd be like, that's nothing to me. Word. So moving forward with this, who you got with this one? You got Bernie Mac or Will Ferrell?
I mean, I do love Will Ferrell's movies. He might got the edge on movies, but
Take your time, brother.
I'm a student of stand up, and
He is the movie
he
monster.
he
Yeah,
has some classic stand up bits.
I love stand up too. So you rolling with Bernie
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
for the stand up reason?
Classic.
That's a good reason.
Got the classic Def Jam bit. I ain't scared of you, no.
Yeah. Man, once you see them eyes get big,
You got all them jokes you can't do no more. Yeah, but you watch those, oh yeah, you can't say that no more. Yeah, you can't do that.
word, yeah, because we're in a whole different culture now, right?
Yeah,
It's a sensitive society. We're gonna get into that later, though. Okay, and by the way, book him quick. You know what I mean? You gotta
book
go
me,
ahead.
I'm funny, I promise.
Go ahead and get him booked. You know what I mean? And when you see him on one of those flyers or something, go ahead and get your tickets fast, man. Because if not, somebody else is gonna get them. But moving forward with this, how do you feel about the older era of comedy compared to this newer era, when they got more of social media platforms and more internet platforms to work with nowadays?
I used to feel some type of way about it because I don't consider myself an internet comic per se,
Mm-hmm.
and I've always considered a comedian somebody who can get on stage and tell jokes with nothing else. Just
Mm-hmm.
get on stage and make people laugh. So
It's raw.
yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
when like they start calling like other people comedians, like
Mm-hmm.
but I get it now. We all trying to
Mm-hmm.
use our own
See what you're
gift the
saying.
same our way. So
it was a gift and a curse, is what you're saying. As far as
Something like
anybody
that, yeah.
can get on here and put on anything, kind of like the rap game. Anybody can get on there and put anything on the internet. So there's free access to that. But there's a yin and a yang to that. So,
yeah,
so do you feel like some of that gets in the way of some of the raw talent, or do you think it's a nice balance?
I mean, there's always going to be some garbage that's going to be popular.
Yeah, there's gonna be some trash.
It's always that's just life. It's always going to be like it. But
Always.
if you really got it, you got to just keep going and you keep
Mm-hmm.
you keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. You'll get to where you're supposed to be.
I feel that too.
Yeah.
Nice answer to that, man. So moving forward, another petty comparison. Ben Stiller or Charlie Sheen? Who you rolling with? Them two. Two funny guys.
Trying to think of what movies I used to watch more. I mean, Charlie Sheen. What's he got? He got Hot Shots.
I like Charlie Sheen, and most people wouldn't think about this movie, but what's the joint he was in with Chris Tucker? Is it Money Talks? Money Talks.
Yeah, he's a Money Talks.
Yeah, he had me crying in that, bro.
Ben Stiller got.
He's goofy too, man.
Ooh. I mean, he got Dodgeballs. I mean,
You said Dodgeball?
But to go with
Word.
something straight to Dodgeball. That was a classic.
That is classic, Dodgeball. I remember that joint. That was a good one.
Oh yeah.
So, is it still up in the air?
No, I'm just Stiller. It's Ben
Are
Stiller.
you rolling with Ben?
I'm gonna go Ben Stiller
Okay.
on that one.
So, this is a petty question, but I gotta ask it. So
Right.
you Are you more of an iPhone man or an Android man?
I mean, I've had the iPhone for like 8 years, 8, 9 years. So
I knew I loved you for a reason.
I'm just there now.
I knew I loved you for a reason.
I feel like trying to switch back now. I'm getting old. I got
You're a smart man. Yeah.
to switch all this back. I ain't trying to type.
You got your iCloud pop. You got everything
all
going.
I got to do is go to cloud. All right, I'm done.
Yeah.
Y'all got me.
I feel that, man. I'm right there with you. My phone, baby. Word. So, let me ask you this, which this is an often question that I ask people because I get this, just being a creative person and doing my thing sometimes. So, does your spontaneous work ever end up being like some of your best jokes? Like maybe it could be a joke that you just spontaneously just came up with going down the highway, or just spontaneously when you woke up and realized that you had a joke in your mind and then you delivered it on the rip. Is there anything that spontaneously came to you in that way that stood out to you?
Just something I was already on stage and thought of, and then
Yeah, or it could be that way, like in a freestyle type of
I
moment.
mean, I've had some jokes like that where I just thought of something in the moment, like, oh yes, that works. I might add this, and
Yeah,
but just when I'm writing jokes, when I think of something, I'll just jot that down before I forget it. Like
you got that's about that. Yeah, before you forget that.
I got a running list from like 2014 that just little ideas.
And sometimes that's some of your hardest stuff. Oh
Yeah.
wow, word! You putting that work in.
Yeah, so this is years of just
He's
ideas.
putting that work in.
Yeah,
He putting that work in. You should see that phone. It's crazy. and that's what I love about you, man. The consistency and the drive.
appreciate it, man.
That's nice, man. So, I got another one for you. I gotta know. You got Mike Epps or Chris Tucker? I feel like this is a good one.
It is a good one because I'm just going with Mike Epps.
You gonna go with Mike?
Mike Epps. I mean,
That's hard. Any specific reason?
he got one of the best stand-up specials I've ever seen in my life.
Man, yo,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm with you right there. I was listening to Mike Epps last night.
His special, Never Rated Underrated. That's one of the funniest specials I've ever seen in my life. Like,
Man, he's throughout the whole show, man. You laughing the whole
Oh, yeah.
time.
it's so ignorant. Like, you talking about his classmate with the messed up arm and sing R&B.
And you could tell, man, like Mike Epps, what you could tell is that I feel like his hustle is so hard, you can just tell he's from that cloth to where you just grind hard from rags to riches type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You can tell in his interviews he's from that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And I love that about him. But yeah, nice. So you're going to roll with Mike.
Oh, yeah.
So moving forward, do you got a top 5 comedy movies or sitcoms?
Yeah, we see the top 5 movies.
Yeah.
Hollywood Shuffle. You ever seen that?
No, I haven't.
It's Robert Townsend, the late
Robert
80s.
Townsend. Okay. That's hard. I like
Keenan
that.
Ivory Wayans in it.
Keenan Ivory Wayans.
It's got a great cast in it. Like, it's
Okay. Some of the old schoolers too.
oh yeah.
Word.
It's like basically the story of a black actor in Hollywood trying to make it, trying to get meaningful roles, but he's getting like these stereotypical terrible roles.
okay.
How to
So-
navigate that. He daydreams a lot. He's funny. He daydreams. It's a really good movie.
That sounds nice.
It's probably on Tubi or something.
Tubi's popping right
yeah.
now, bro. Tubi getting a lot of promo right now. I noticed that.
It might be on
Shout out to
Tubi.
Tubi.
I'm on Tubi. Shit.
Right, he on Tubi. Check him out, man.
Yeah, that's my favorite movie. You see, after that we got Coming to America. It's a classic.
Word. I think I got that question coming up later, but I love that movie.
Classic.
It's super classic.
Friday.
Facts. Okay.
It's one of those movies you can just watch over and over again. It's funny
Know every
time.
word. You already know.
You say when you start saying online, like, man, Pop's tripping. Won't pass my bike back. What bike?
Extra. Know all the words. Yeah. You already know what's coming after that. Everything, bro.
Let's see.
Okay.
How high?
Oh man, that's one of my favorite. I
Uh-huh.
should have put that in the comparison joint.
It's always. I watched it
That's one of my
like
favorite.
for like a few weeks ago, and I was cracked up like it's my first time seeing it. Just
Crying, full of laughter.
every time. What's
Just dead.
It's the skid mark of Buddha.
It's the skin mark. Yo, I like when he dropped that Cheeto on old buddy's carpet, bro.
Yes, sir.
They
Dean
killed
Kane,
me.
sir.
Yeah, Dean Kane.
No, I love When they gave
They killed me.
they gave him the weed brownies.
Oh yeah, he was bugging after that movie. Man, I love that movie.
They put on
Man.
that Parliament.
Yo,
that's four. My fifth movie.
said Bert. Word. So that's a good 5. Is that 5?
That's
4.
Some see.
That's 4. One more.
My fifth movie.
Mhm.
I don't know if everybody considers it a comedy, but it's hilarious.
Mhm.
It's a comedy. Django Unchained.
Hey, I feel you.
I love that
I feel
movie.
you because look, one of my questions is, do you ever feel like something that wasn't supposed to be funny ends up being funny to you?
Oh, I got
Sometimes
several.
That's the
I
funniest
got several
shit.
movies like that.
Like, yo, this joint's not supposed to be.
Titanic, Precious, The Help,
Yeah, the
Color Purple.
Color.
Color Purple is supposed to be funny. Like, remember
Yo.
when Celie first get to Mr. House
You don't know how to read.
and Harpo's like, that ain't my mom, and here with that rock? That should not be funny, but here I am cracking up at that.
Yo, Tales from the Hood was hilarious, bro.
Oh,
Remember that movie?
the Niglet dog?
Yeah, right. I cried. Oh man, those was classic joints. Word. So that's a good 5. Okay.
See, TV shows too.
So moving forward with this, who you got? And this is your own reason. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter. You got Jim Carrey, or you got Adam Sandler. Two big dogs.
I mean, that's a really good one. 'Cause they both did a lot of really great stuff. I
They
mean,
put in a lot of work.
you got Adam from SNL, and you got Jim Carrey on The Living Color. I mean,
Yeah, in Living Color, yeah.
I mean, I might have to go with Jim just from The Living Color. 'Cause I shouldn't have been watching that when I was a kid. We shouldn't have been watching that when he's 5, 6 years old.
Right. And yo, everybody was on that show, man.
Yeah,
There was so
Whole
many
Wayne's
comics.
Family.
Yeah.
David Allen Greer.
Yeah.
Tommy Davis.
Even J-Lo was a dancer or something. You know what I mean?
She was a fly girl on there.
Fly
Yeah.
Girl, yeah. Yo, that show's classic, man.
I need to see if that's online somewhere.
Oh, it's out there.
Because I mean, it was hilarious when I was a kid, and I didn't know what I was watching. But
Right. It was one of them.
it's when you watch it now as an adult. Like, oh, when you get the jokes better as an adult. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on. Sometimes I go to YouTube and watch it. Just clips and stuff. Okay, so who you got with this one? You taking Chris Rock or you got Martin?
I mean, Martin is my favorite show, but Chris Rock is one of my favorite comedians. So
It's a toughie.
yeah, it is. I'm gonna have to go with Chris Rock on that.
You going with Chris?
He might edge him out.
Chris is a beast. I think he's an underdog beast. You know what I mean? Like, he's one of them beasts that some people think about before they put him in that top. But I think he's there. That's a good one.
Like, what I like about him is like his stand up is a lot of times is not necessarily jokes, but just really funny social commentary.
Putting you up on game, too.
Like,
And he got his own style, man. Always have. I like Chris. Okay.
yeah, his OJ jokes used to be hilarious. Like, he had this one joke. I say it all the time to myself and just crack up. There's a reason to kick an old man down a flight of stairs. You just don't do it. Like, I don't know why that's hilarious to me. I say it all the time.
He's funny, man. He's a pretty good actor, too.
Oh, yeah, he's got some good stuff. Yeah.
So, I got another petty one. You taking Eddie Murphy or you got Dave Chappelle? Take your time, brother. It's petty. It's
I
petty.
just said Chris Rock was my favorite comedians.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite comedians is like Dave Chappelle,
Dave.
Chris Rock, and Eddie Murphy's like they all take turns being my favorite comedians.
Yeah. It's like Jordan, LeBron,
Yes,
Kobe or something.
that's right. That's a really tough comparison. I mean, because they're both huge parts of my life.
Mhm.
Watching them since I was a kid. I mean,
Major influences in the game.
oh yeah, grew up on Eddie Murphy movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Coming to America, my favorite movies. I mean, I watched all
I
them
love
movies as a kid.
I love it, bro. I love Life.
Oh yeah, it's
Life
another
went
classic.
hard. Man, I know every word of that joint.
You gotta watch the bloopers at the end. Like, this ain't my daddy's watch.
Oh, at the end? Yo, the end go hard. Yeah, you talking about the extra scenes? Yeah.
I love watching bloopers.
I like when they have those in there, too, man. I feel like older school movies had those more than the newer school.
We need to bring blooper reels back. It's
Mm-hmm. Okay, so moving forward with this. This is a good topic or subject I feel I could throw at you. And so, do you feel filtered at all by the new age sensitivity of the cancel culture and things of that nature?
Not really.
You know,
I don't really believe in cancel. Because cancel culture is not really. What is it? What is cancel culture? What is it?
I feel you.
Are,
If
are
that's
you,
not affecting me, I don't see it.
are you being canceled, or are you just being held accountable for saying something terrible? Like what's really happening? You not,
Okay.
that's what it's being held accountable. Like it's fine. People comedy changes. Like
So you just feel like it comes with the game.
yeah, comedy's gonna change. It's not gonna be like this forever. Like think about 70 years ago, you could do comedy in blackface.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
But it had to change. Like times must change.
What we love about comedy is it pushes the envelope. So taking that away will kind of take away from it. So as long as you're not taking nothing from the craft, I love it. So you don't feel no type of way about it.
I like the challenge. If I think something's off limits or whatever, I'll try to find the challenge and try to make it funny without piss people off. So I like that challenge. So
that's a brilliant answer.
Yeah.
So you see the flip side, maturity part of the coin, to where you could just make it out of it. Yeah. Okay, I got you. Nice. So moving forward with this, who you got? I got Chris Farley or David Spade.
I have to go with Chris Farley on that one.
Word?
I have to go with Chris Farley.
He's a beast.
I mean, I like David Spade, but Chris Farley being
Two different
Yeah.
lanes.
he wasn't here for long, but when he was here, he was
He was
killing
so
it. I
funny,
mean,
man. What's the funniest one you seen in Chris Farley? A scene that could be just a scene.
Oh man,
I like the van by
that's
the
what I
river.
was about to say. That's what I was about to say.
That's the classic
Matt
joint.
Foley. You're living in a van
Man.
down by the river.
Yeah, van down by the river, yo. That's what I remember about him. Yo, that joint got it got him popping off that.
Like
Even after he was gone, you know.
that's what helped get him on SNL too. Like he was doing that before SNL. That was like his improv group. That was his character he was doing.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Man, rest in peace, Chris Farley, man.
R.I.P.
Yeah, a lot of laughter. So who you got with this? I got an old school joint for you. You
All
got
right.
Richard Pryor or Red Fox?
Ooh.
I had to go there with you. I had to do it.
I mean, two giants.
Mm-hmm. Take as much time as you want,
I
brother.
mean, even though I was growing up on Sanford and Son reruns, I'm gonna have to go with Richard Pryor on that.
Okay. We still love you.
I
After
feel
that.
like,
Okay. It's hard not to go with Richard.
in
I
my
get
opinion, Richard Pryor is the greatest comedian ever.
He's amazing.
Like Richard Pryor made a heart attack sound hilarious. Like,
Word.
have you seen that heart attack? Have you heard that heart attack bit? Like,
Yeah,
He
I
makes it sound
remember
hilarious.
that.
Like, I thought I said stop breathing.
And even in like in Harlem Nights, you know, like that was just crazy. Yo, that joint, man, love Richard Pryor. And that was a petty one.
Yeah.
That was a petty question, man. That was a good one. So, and you know, one thing I want to point out about comedy, man, is like, I love how hip hop and comedy sometimes coincides with each other. Like kind of how you seen Snoop come out with Cat Williams, with his big stand up, and you know, kind of how like Dipset and you know, they accept him and all that and embrace him. I always like that about comedy. Just to point that out, me personally. You know, how kind of like in the NBA, like DeMarcus Cousins, he hosts shows and brings comedy out. You know, brings the comedians out. That's hard to me. That's hard. So moving forward, you got Friday or Coming to America? Which movie you rolling with?
I think Coming to America just edges it out just because I watched it a little bit more because it was out first.
Okay, okay.
I got like 5 years more. It's on that one. So.
Word, man. That's Soul Glow and all that.
Oh yeah.
They got the Big Mac. We got the Big Mac. Okay, I can't argue with that. I figured that'd be a toughie though.
It is.
I figured
Two
that'd be a
classics.
toughie joint. Yeah.
I kind of want to go and watch one of them tonight. I don't know.
Word. It's gonna be a good night if you watch either or.
Might even look on Tubi, see if Hollywood Toes on there. You never know.
So moving forward with this, a little mix up with this one. You got ridiculousness, or you rolling with Jackass?
I never got into either show actually.
I know.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
yeah.
Take your time.
I couldn't get into Jackass. Like I don't want to watch these goofies hurt themselves. I don't. That ain't for me.
They was doing a bunch of goofy
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't want to watch y'all jump off the roof. That's
Hurting themselves.
yeah. That was never for me. I mean,
So do you like the show Ridiculousness?
I never got into that either.
Okay. Just a bunch of clips, basically.
Okay, it's like a clip show. Like
It's
okay.
like, yeah, it's like they're showing clips of bloopers.
I know it's on all the time on MTV, but I ain't never watched it like that.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah.
I can respect it.
I know I saw some clips of Jackass, and like that's kind of funny. Like I think it might have been a movie. Might have been from a movie.
Crazy stuff in those.
Johnny Knoxville was boxing Butterbean.
Like why? Butterbean.
I think it was in the movie. Might have been the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He knocked him out.
You know Butterbean?
No, Butterbean. Like Butterbean. Like prime Butterbean. Knocked Johnny Knoxville.
Butterbean knocked Johnny Knoxville out?
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
So moving forward with this, you got Steve Harvey or Cedric the Entertainer?
Yeah, it's the two giants again, but I'm about to go with Steve Harvey on that.
You rolling with Steve?
I'm about to go with Steve on that.
Okay.
I know some people don't like him. People don't like Steve Harvey, but you gotta admit he is.
He is fun.
He's been one of the best comedians in the game for decades.
Hey, he's in this position for a reason.
Yeah,
For sure.
he has the best gig available. Family Feud is hilarious.
It goes hard.
You gonna crack up on Family Feud every time.
Especially the stupid questions. When you turn up like who says the dumbest questions, we look
Like
at that.
the porcupine guy. You see
Yeah,
that one? What comes after porcupine?
yeah. I'm like, yo, what? There's no way you thought that was the answer, bro. I watch those sometimes.
Oh yeah.
So, moving forward with this, how you feel about Matt Rife? Is that his last name pronounced right?
Yeah.
Matt Rife. How
I
you
like
feel about that guy?
I like him. I mean, I've seen some of his
Okay.
clips on social media. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
hilarious crowd work.
Okay.
Like it's great crowd work. Like
Where crowd
yeah.
control's
Actually-
important.
Yeah, it's just some throwaway stuff you can just post on social media,
Mm-hmm.
and that's killing.
Hey, some of that's the hardest stuff.
Oh yeah, and I respect. He's been doing stand up since he was like 12.
Okay, so he
Yeah.
knows. So he got a science
Yeah,
behind his
he's-
madness.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a while.
Okay, all right. I can dig that. I can respect that. So, do you know who Nikki Glaser is?
I know I've seen her before. I don't even know much about her.
Me either, but I was gonna compare her to Tiffany Haddish. So if you don't know much about her, but I don't think Tiffany Haddish is very funny at all. So
She has her moments.
she has her moments.
I like Tiffany. Tiffany's a lot.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a
I, ain't
fan.
gonna- I haven't seen everything. So
I was
I'm
watching
not
her stand up years ago before she really blew up. Like
gonna- She was hard.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm a fan of her stand up. Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Tiff. So I figured you go with Tiff since you don't know much about the other one. So moving forward with this,
What is Ilana the one from like Broad City?
Nikki,
No, you said I'm Nikki Glaser. Never mind.
Glaser?
Ilana
She's
is
stand up.
Glaser. Okay, never mind.
stand up blonde head.
Okay.
Okay. But so moving forward, you got Dumb and Dumber or Waterboy?
Ooh. They both got a lot of quotables in it. I mean, kick his ass, Seabass. I mean,
I love that line. When they was in the restaurant.
Waterboy.
Classic. Two classics.
Ooh, I mean,
A nice era too.
might go Waterboy because one of those movies I just randomly yell out lines from.
Yeah.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
I feel like 'cause that's one of the movies that just gives you Tourette syndrome.
You just repeat lines in these movies. Like,
Yeah. You just say stuff out loud.
we ain't won the game since 1994.
Bobby, even his name is funny. Bobby Boucher.
It's me, your daddy, Waboito.
And his mama in there she go hard too, man. She go hard for old Bobby, don't she, man? It's crazy. Okay, the Waterboy. Word. I got you. So, moving forward with this. This is kind of our subject from what I've been asking last. So, what was your breaking point in life to where you was like, okay, enough of everything else. I'm gonna lock in and focus, and this is what I want to do for sure, without a shadow of a doubt.
I mean, like I said earlier, like I'm growing up huge introvert, super shy.
Mm-hmm.
It was gonna be a while before I could ever get on stage. So
Okay. So you had that understanding that would be a process.
yeah, like so
Okay.
get a little bit older, get on social media, and that gives you an outlet to express yourself as an introvert. So
Yes.
start posting jokes online, and
Mm-hmm. And you do a brilliant job at that, man. You always posting something funny, man. I wake up and it just it makes me smile, man. You know what I mean?
so like I get on like Twitter. I get on Twitter in my early 20s. So this time I've been writing jokes for like 8-9 years. So
Okay.
start posting these jokes on Twitter, and like actual comedians like, oh, this is funny.
Mm-hmm.
So I started getting that motivation, like maybe I can do this. And then
Okay.
one day I went to an open mic up in Louisville. It's one of those open mics with everything: comics,
Mm-hmm.
poets, singers, rappers, all that.
Word.
So went up there. There was a comic up there. Hey, I started like, man, I was like, I'm funnier than this. What are we? I'm funny in this. Next time I do this open mic, I'm coming back. I'm coming back next time I do this mic, and
Because you knew you had it. You
like,
said
I got,
something.
like I can do it. I know
You felt it.
it's finally time. I can do it. And
So it wasn't a specific moment. It was more of the whole process.
yeah, it was
Okay.
a culmination. Like then when I saw that, like, man, what am I doing? I can do this.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand that. And then you came back harder.
Yeah, then once I get on stage, start working on that art craft.
Mm-hmm. Now you love it. You're working on the
First
craft.
time on stage, I did 4 minutes of very stiff stand up,
Mm-hmm.
stand in places.
You was working though.
Yeah,
And I love stand up, man. I just love
it's so much fun.
I love and respect the art form so much, man. You know what I mean? So moving forward with this.
What's your all's house number, man? Are y'all 104 or are they 104?
Right here. So moving forward with this. Do you got any specific comedy moment that holds like special sentimental value to you? You can sit right there. Thank you, man.
Special moment.
It could be any moment that holds any type of sentimental value or any just special significance that stands out to you.
So, yeah. So, I get asked to do stand up places where you normally wouldn't do stand up. So,
Okay.
a couple of years ago, they asked me to roast my pastor at church.
Roast your pastor.
I was nervous.
It's
Like,
already interesting.
like, y'all watch my stand up, I just make mean observations. What am I?
They said, get up there and roast that man.
So I was nervous. I came up with some things and
Okay.
ended up going very well.
Aired him out?
Yeah, got some jokes off on him. He liked it too. That's,
A word, okay.
I
So
was
that's
like,
Lord. What have I done?
see if I'm getting to heaven or hell with this one.
Yo, you handled the pressure well though.
Yeah.
You might have one of them towels like Reverend up
I
there.
might need an ambitious towel. Like,
You Reverend.
see if he had another towel on there. I need one of them towels, Rev.
That's crazy though. But that's funny too, man. So moving forward with this. So who you got with this one? You got Marlon Wayans or Eddie Griffin? I feel like this is a good one too.
It's a good one because
Mm-hmm.
Eddie got some classics. I mean, but
Yeah,
we have to go with Marlon because
consistent.
Marlon is super talented. Like
Yeah.
he can act. Like
Word.
people forget he can act. He's a great actor too. Like
He is, and he writes too, right?
I think he does writing too. Like yeah.
Right. Because my uncle, man, he used to come around Marlon a lot. Back when he was in Vegas and everything. And he said Marlon was just crazy funny, man.
Oh,
He's a nut.
Like you ever watch his shows? He had his own sitcom only lasts for like 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm. I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, like he would have the extras on the show cracking up, like, and they would just leave it in the show. Like that's what I loved about that.
And when the extras stay, you know it's
the extras
accepted.
are cracking up on the show.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah, Marlon's dope as hell.
And I like that joint he got Little Man.
Little
I
Man.
like that one, man. I like Little Man. I was gonna say White Chicks, but I love Little Man, bro. Little Man, hilarious, bro.
I like silly stuff. Like I'm a fan of like the parody movies. So like
Parodies,
like the scary
spinoffs.
movies. And stuff
Okay,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. That's what.
Oh, I love I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
I mean,
Classic,
that's-
bro. What?
Classic
Yo,
parody movie.
I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. What was that? Antonio Ferguson? He had the fish tanks on his shoes.
It's got an aquarium down there.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite joints.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you said that, bro.
I like silly stuff like that. Like they go to the big brim bar. They got the midgets in the hats.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Yo, that's a class. That's another classic. Man, it's crazy all the classes that our culture has brought to us over the past decades, man.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. So moving forward with this, do you have any favorite? I like impersonations. You know what I mean? I like when people can act like other people. Like, do you have any favorite impersonators out there that sticks out to you?
I have to go with either Godfrey or Jamie Foxx because like
Jamie Foxx is hilarious with that. You ever seen him act like Shaq?
Oh yeah.
Somebody like that. He's a good one.
Oh yeah. Godfrey does a lot of impressions too.
Godfrey.
His Steve Harvey impression like that had me in tears when I first saw that. What your ass say? Like I was crying.
I think Jamie got a I think he got an Obama one too, maybe. Probably.
I think every black comic need an Obama impression. Like I couldn't
Yeah.
get mine down pat before Obama left. I was like
That's hard if you can do
I was
Obama.
trying to get an Obama impression down before he left off. I was
Uh-huh.
like, this joke ain't gonna be relevant. Never mind.
Still working at it.
Throw that joke away. It's useless now.
You might want to keep it in your pocket. Never know.
I mean, if you come back,
Come out with it.
I mean, he gonna be in the, he in the
There's some
Supreme.
questions there.
He gonna be in the Supreme Court to be right this joke. Like, all right, he's back. I write Obama impression down. All right.
That's crazy, man. So moving forward with this, you got Saturday Night Live, or would you rather see the Chappelle Show? Saturday Night Live or the Chappelle Show?
That is a real tough one. 'Cause those two of the greatest shows ever, in my opinion. I mean,
Facts. I had to ask that one.
both has huge impact on my life. I mean,
Both are brilliant,
oh yeah, I mean,
highly inspirational.
you remember when Chappelle Show started? What,
Oh my goodness,
sophomore year?
Chappelle Show dropped like a bomb, bro.
Sophomore year, every Wednesday at 10:30. What we every Wednesday, so
Yeah.
every Thursday, what we doing? Talking about Chappelle Show.
Yeah, when you come to school, that's what you're
He's
talking
in
about.
class. I'm Rick James, bitch.
Everything, man. It was just so timeless and just, I mean, just so groundbreaking.
It is,
The
like-
Chappelle Show.
I still go back and watch clips of that all the time, but the same thing with SNL.
So you rolling
like,
with Chappelle? Or SNL?
SNL got the same kind of impact for me though. It's just it.
SNL's
Like
hard.
I was watching SNL reruns when I was a kid. Like
Uh-huh. And there's so much to SNL.
Yeah.
So many people, so
I was-
many skits.
I was like 8, 9 years old watching these SNL reruns and going to school, and my friends didn't know what the hell I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah.
go to school like we're going to pump you up. And they're like,
Like, what?
what's that?
SNL, don't bother. Don't bother
It's
me.
funny to the teachers. You don't understand.
So that's hard. So that is a toughie. So have you made a decision?
I mean, it's tough. But I'm gonna go with SNL on that one, just
Okay.
because I
That was a tough one.
deep into that show first.
I like SNL. I think it was a few years back too when they brought Eddie Murphy back on there. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
He was hilarious on
Oh
that.
yeah. I had to watch that one.
Yeah. So moving forward with this, so can you explain to me the feeling you get after making somebody laugh?
It's like a high.
Word.
Yeah.
Like a rush.
Yeah. Like you just feel good. Like
It's like you're everything. It's
Yeah.
like a therapeutic.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely therapeutic for me. Like
It's got to be a good
Oh, yeah.
feeling because just man, you ever been somewhere you just make a whole table of people laugh and you just looking around at all the faces and it's just like it's nothing but a joyful
oh,
moment.
it feels so good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Because laughter next to frowning and crying, you know, it's kind of like you'd rather be on that laughter side.
Oh yeah.
That's hard, man. So moving forward with this, I got Chris Rock or Martin.
You already did that one.
Yeah, okay, my fault. That was petty of me right there. Let me slide the screen over. Okay, so this is a good one. I got Three's Company or Golden Girls.
Definitely used to
Two
watch
of my
both
favorites.
on TV Lane. I mean,
Take your time. That's a good one.
both got amazing theme songs.
Them theme songs is going hard. You're right. Very memorable
Oh, yeah.
too, you know, and trademark.
I had to go Golden Girls on that. I had to
Word?
go Golden Girls.
Love Golden Girls.
Got a
Doors.
little- Got a little more impact on it. At least.
Major
Oh,
impact.
yeah.
I feel like Golden Girls, even if you ain't have cable back in the day, you still got a way to watch Golden Girls.
Oh, yeah.
I forget what channel it was on, but it was like one of those shows.
I watched that and the spinoff, Empty Nest.
Is that funny?
Yeah, it was a pretty good show.
I know spinoffs can be, you know.
I mean, granted, I ain't seen it since I was a kid, but it was funny when I was a kid.
So it refreshed you a little bit.
I mean, if you'll find it now, like, oh, it's terrible now.
So moving forward with this, this is a wild petty question, but what's the wildest reaction that you ever seen out of someone whenever you laid a joke on them? A crazy moment. Petty
It's
question.
always,
But I gotta know.
it's always weird when you know it's hilarious. Like it's these words about to be hilarious, and you see somebody just not laughing. Like, oh, what? Like those kind of reactions. But like I remember I had one dude like
An awkward moment, like puzzle moment.
he was not feeling a joke, and he said, "Man, next joke." I was like,
He took it personal.
it was early in my career before I could really come back. I was like, all right, I'll say something else.
So it was early for you.
That was a tough moment.
So he came to a comedy show and got personal.
He didn't like. I mean, it was early in my career.
Okay.
I wasn't nearly as good as I am.
Oh, okay.
He
So
might have
you
been.
accountable
He
about
might have
it.
had a point, but still, he said, "Next joke." I was like,
He said it all loud and stuff. Next joke is not funny. Like, dang, bro, you gotta calm down a little bit, relax. That's funny though. So moving forward with this, which one you rolling with? I got The Office, or I got Friends. Which one you pick out of that one?
I don't know. It's easy. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I was never into Friends. That wasn't for me. The Office.
Okay.
Is classic. I mean, I work in the office.
Yeah,
It's very relatable.
Office comedy. You know what I mean?
I'm the Stanley in my office.
Inside jokes. The Office is hard.
Oh yeah.
The first few episodes I seen it was hilarious. I think there was like a bomb connected to somebody's office or something, and it was like a trail of it going outside or something crazy.
It's always silly on there.
Yeah, it was crazy on that, bro. So I respect that one. The Office is funny. So you know how the old school comedies, the comedians, they would like roast people, like in the front row or anything. Do you have any moments with that? Like, you ever roasted somebody in the crowd?
Sometimes I'm not really a roaster, but I
Not
can.
a roaster? Okay.
I'm more of a writer than a roaster, but if you provoke me, I can.
Okay, he can get you. You heard that.
I mean, one
Ain't
time
nobody
this
off
lady,
limits.
this lady put out a bottle of wine in the front row and popped the cork out and stuff like, oh, I gotta say something about you.
Oh, so she asked for it. She put it on the
Yeah,
tee
like-
for you, and you had to get
Yeah,
it.
like stuff like that. Like, oh, I have to say something, but
Word.
as far as like come out, like look at the crowd, like, oh, what's wrong with you? I'm not gonna. That's not what I was.
Yo, they used to murder people back
I'm
in
not
the
gonna
day,
be.
bro.
I'm not gonna do the neighbor professor shit. Like,
Yeah,
it's gonna be
yeah.
like,
They used to get
you got
people.
more. He's an 18 too.
Like, look at this dude haircut. Got the jacket on, everything. They used to get people, man.
Oh yeah.
And so the culture changed in that aspect, I feel like.
I mean, there's still comics that do that.
Right.
They're still out there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just not as much, maybe.
Yeah.
Not
Like
as
I said,
trademark.
it's just changing, but they're still out there. There's still a lane for it.
Right, right,
'Cause
right.
You go to the right spot and they'll kill with that crowd
Right.
work. So
Mm-hmm.
it's still out there.
That was an interesting time, man. So moving forward with this, do you got any favorite like YouTube pranksters or YouTube sensations? Like, do you know who Jeremiah Phillips is? Shout out to Jeremiah. Or what's some other ones? Slime Ball MK or the P and Kill, or the White Dolomite.
White Dolomite. What is White Dolomite?
He's the guy that he goes around this in stores and stuff and asks and calls people boy and all that. Tells them to grab items, calls them boy.
I never really gotten like those kind of pranks like that, but
Okay.
I do like.
That was a question of mine. Because sometimes I watch this. I watch some of this goofy shit.
Only reason if I like them for those videos, I like to see them end in a fight. Those if you pulling pranks, like I want to see you get beat up and then like those are the only ones I don't really like. Those ones like,
Hey, and they do too.
oh, I've seen those.
They be getting scraped on some of them.
That feels so good seeing that. It's a prank, bro. You see him getting beat up. Like,
Remember, this is Tyrone?
didn't he get shot?
Man, I think so. I think he got popped.
He got shot doing that shit.
That was crazy.
Yeah, you can't be doing that, muscle man.
You asked. That is crazy. This is Tyrone.
Just knocking people's stuff out their hands. Like, yeah, it's like.
Bully.
I do like you watch the funny Marco interviews. You ever seen those?
Mhm. Yeah.
I like those kind of pranks. Like these super
Those
messed
are
up
hilarious.
interviews.
Yeah, those are hilarious, bro. The interviews. I like news bloopers. I like stuff like George Bush bloopers. I don't watch stuff like that. I'm a nerd when it comes to stuff like that. So moving forward, this is kind of switching it up a little bit. So, do you believe in the idea of discipline or motivation? Which one do you think is more important to your craft?
I mean, you really need a balance of both. I mean,
Balance?
yeah, you gotta have a balance of both to get
I
where you're trying
respect
to
that.
go.
Yeah. I like that.
If you ain't got no motivation, then what? Then
Facts.
you can be disciplined as hell, but then
I feel like motivation is the start of it.
you got the motivation to do it, then you got to discipline yourself to
Keep
keep
it in
going.
and keep it
So,
consistent. Right.
yeah, so you got to find that balance to do that.
Mm-hmm. I love that, man. Nice. So moving forward with this, I'm going back to old Bill. Old Billy. I got the Bill Cosby Show or Fresh Prince? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Which one you rolling with?
Oh yeah, Fresh Prince.
Word?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man.
That's so classic, man.
That's classic. I mean,
Well, you know what's crazy about that show, man, is I could just watch Jazzy Jeff get thrown out of the house.
It's always
And that'd
funny.
be enough for me
It's
to
always
laugh.
funny.
Yeah.
Like, I just saw some other day that the show was originally supposed to be Kid and Play. Kid and Play.
Can you play? I can picture that.
Yeah.
Because it's so colorful and so,
Yeah, it's supposed to be them, but
Yeah.
it fell through and
word.
Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
And it goes hard, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a good selection. I would pick that too. Because even though they say the Cosby Show is real classic and everything, I was on Fresh Prince more. Watched that a lot more. And I think Cosby was a little bit before our era, just a little bit as far as our age.
By the
Just
time
a
we was
little
really, by the time we was really knowing what's going on, that's when Theo had like red hair. Like I don't want to watch this right now.
Yeah.
Why Theo hair red right now?
Theo like having kids and stuff. Like that.
Theo got a shirt with his face on it. I don't want to watch this.
Theo got warrants and all kinds of stuff.
Theo, 28 years old. You know, I don't want to watch this. No.
He on child support and everything. Damn, Theo, you still at the house, bro?
When I see Theo with the red hair, I'm gonna change the channel. I'm good.
Red hair. Theo with red hair. That's crazy.
I ain't watched this season. What else on?
Yo, that's crazy. So moving forward, what to you is the funniest stand-up? Because I'm big on stand-up, man. You know, you got Def Comedy Jam, and like you said, Comedy View and all that. What's your favorite stand-up that you ever seen? Ever?
It's like
Could you rank that?
a performance, or just a stand-up comedian?
Period. Stand-up comedy. It could be in the smallest bar we could ever find, or it could be in Madison Square Garden.
It's the best I've seen.
But I got to get that one.
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm. Or you can give me a top three.
I mean,
Or it could be a collective group of people, like Kings of Comedy.
I mean, one of them's gonna be Richard Pryor. I mean, I don't know. Richard Pryor got a couple of specials I could say are the best special ever. That's what's
The
crazy.
GOAT? Yeah.
I mean, Richard Pryor live in concert or
Yeah.
live on the Sunset Strip. I could make a case for them being probably the greatest
Facts.
of all time. I mean,
The originator.
those are always gonna be funny. Kings of Comedy, of course.
Facts. The whole thing is funny. Hilarious.
I mean, there's just one special you probably ain't never seen. It wasn't real big, but something that really helped me out because it's black dorks. It's like a Kings of Comedy, but it's just black nerds. So,
Oh, okay. That's
so it's from like 2009. So
yeah.
it's like Hannibal Buress,
Okay.
Eric Andre.
Okay.
Uh,
So it's a cast switch up of it.
yeah, Marina Franklin. There's a
Word.
couple other comedies on there. Like it's called the Awkward Comedy Show. Like it's online somewhere. Definitely look it up. Like
Oh, I gotta check that out.
oh yeah, it's real funny. Like
Yo.
black dorks. And like okay, maybe I'm a black dork. Maybe I can. All right.
And they gave you life more too.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you see something like
It's
that.
real good. It's before Hannibal Buress really blew up too. So he's still just a regular dude. Like he ain't blew up yet. Before.
So he was in his hungry phase. Sometimes you get the best out of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's before the Eric Andre show and all that
He was
stuff.
still hungry.
You ever watch Eric Andre show?
No, I have not Eric Andre. No, not yet.
It's super weird. Like it's Adult Swim, so
Okay, Adult Swim. Is it different?
it's very different. Like it's like a late night talk show, but Eric Andre's a complete weirdo. So it's super unhinged. Like you never know what's going to happen. Like
That's hard.
they got this recurring joke they do on the show. Like they have like celebrity guests, and sometimes it won't be them. It'll be somebody else that's saying it. Them like they keep having Reese Witherspoon on the show.
Reese Witherspoon?
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
just this black dude with a blonde wig.
That's crazy.
Just talking shit to everybody.
Looking crazy on there. Man, threw it for a loophole.
Definitely look it up. It's
Was you
super
big on
weird.
Comedy Central?
Oh, of course.
Comedy Central was popping for
Oh, yeah.
that, man, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I, mean, I was watching that early. I mean,
Man, I remember that, man. So moving forward with this, do you have a top 5 comedians ever?
oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a fluctuating list, but you know,
It always
I
fluctuates.
mean, you got
You
Dave
know-
Chappelle, Chris Rock,
Uh-huh.
Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor.
Okay, it's a nice lineup.
And,
You can do 7, because I know 5 is,
all right.
everybody like top 5, you know. 5 is hard, so you can, sorry for the airplane, everybody, but
Patrice
yeah.
O'Neal, on there definitely.
Patrice O'Neal?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Top 5? Top
Rob-
7?
Robin Harris.
Robin Harris?
Robin
Big
Harris,
inspiration to you?
classic stuff like. That's 6. We see one more.
Mm-hmm. I had to get these from you.
It's good questions. One top 7, you know, Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey's a good one,
You know,
man.
Steve Harvey on there.
And Steve Harvey's so experienced. I love the Steve Harvey show with him and Bullethead and Cedric the Entertainer. Man, I used to watch that all the time, bro. That show was crazy.
Oh yeah,
Steve Harvey,
he's been doing a lot for a very long time. Like,
and he's getting bigger and bigger.
oh yeah,
Yeah. And I like how he puts soul within his acts. You know what I mean? He always reminds you of something that our culture can relate to.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
oh yeah.
So, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. It's nice to have you in here, man.
thanks for
It's
having me, man.
crazy.
Appreciate it,
Took
man.
a little minute, but we here. We outside with it, man.
We outside.
I gotta get to one of these shows that you got popping, man.
Oh,
Do you got a message to any young comedians coming up, or any advice, any shout outs?
man, if you want to get into comedy, keep writing.
Okay,
Keep writing those jokes. Go to those open mics. Do some networking.
put the work in.
It's an art. It's an art form. You gotta take it serious.
Mm-hmm. It's an art form.
I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit.
That's facts, man. And he's serious about it. He putting that work in. You heard? And that's what you got to do. Anything you want to promote coming up? Any shows coming up? Or any ones online that you want people to check out?
I'm hosting a monthly show at Bourbon Barrel Tavern in E-Town.
Okay.
Third Saturday every month. So August 19th.
The Tavern?
Bourbon Barrel, yeah, come on. Check us
Okay.
out. 6 o'clock.
Hardin County people and surrounding areas.
Oh, yeah. It's always a good time there.
Slide on in there.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
good food around that area too, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. And
Nice.
Other than that, check me out on your social media,
Mhm.
YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Charles270, TikTok, Charles is funny. I'm always trying to post something funny online, so
Facts.
check me out.
Hey, brilliant entertainment right here, man. You already know.
Appreciate it.
So, man, that was beautiful, man. Beautiful person right here, man.
Thank you.
You already know. We rocking like that. Let's get to business.